Man, I step away for 20 minutes to take a shower, and lo and behold, it looks like we've got not one, but 2 new Project L videos. It is kind of tradition. I mean, I shouldn't be too surprised that it's right before that EVO timeframe that I think we've all come to expect, but truthfully, I was expecting sometime at the beginning of next week, or even potentially waiting until actual EVO proper for them to have some sort of a press conference or secret reveal there. But hey, I am certainly not complaining, and looking at these titles of these videos makes me very, very excited. I don't want to make too many assumptions, but I think it's pretty clear that they're talking about you can actually queue 2v2, like you can actually duo queue in this game, which is something that I have really, really been hoping they would implement for Project L. I think that that is a big sort of, you know what? Let's not go full rant mode quite yet. Let's see what they have to offer, and we'll kind of get into the weeds and the details. Obviously, haven't watched this yet. I'm already seeing some new skins and potentially some new characters right there, unless those are just different RE colors. But man, all right, it's time. Let's do this.
Hey everyone, it's our favorite time of year. So
Indeed.
We thought we'd check in and let y'all know what's happening with Project L. From the start of this project, we felt that if we were going to make a fighting game, we needed to bring something new to the genre. We're investing in some big ideas that we hope will unlock new kinds of fun for fighting game fans. I'm happy to introduce one of those big bets for you today, which some of you have already suspected. Project L isn't just a tag-based fighting game. It's a 2v2 team-based fighting game.
Okay, so I did expect and or hope for this. I did think that they were going to, but man, is it nice to get this confirmation. And this is huge. I will say, other tag games and other games have had this sort of a game mode in more like casual situations. I think Tekken Tag even had it. So it's not that it hasn't been done before, but if a game can implement it well and actually have things like ranked queues, I think that is colossal for the genre. I think that that is actually one of the things that maybe gets a little bit overlooked when people are talking about why fighting games are kind of niche or not as big as they potentially could be, is because at the end of the day, you can't play with your friends, you know? Like, yeah, you can beat up on each other, but there's usually a sort of lopsidedness in terms of skill levels, or at least a lot of the time. So I think the idea of actually being able to queue and party up with people is so big. This could definitely be something that catapults it to a whole nother level, because I just don't think that we've seen a fighting game do this where it was extremely well implemented and actually hit like a mainstream playability of people duo queuing all the time. But let's watch this. And we're seeing, what are these menus and these colors? Whoa! Hey, we got a UI. This looks super different. Like super different. I'm getting unconquerable back.
Maybe I just handshake and you jump up after.
Yeah, I could do
And clockwork.
Hit the spin. All right, it's gonna be cheap. Are you ready? Oh, you like that? That's kind of clean.
Look at that UI. It's
No
so
idea
anime
how long I've been
style.
waiting to talk about this.
You have no idea how long we've been waiting to see this.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Let's get into it. Duo play works a bit like tag team.
It looks so much darker. Like, it almost looks like much more saturated than I feel like it has in the past. I mean, I think it looks good for sure, but it almost looks like a different game. There's something about like the camera and the way that the coloring looks. It just looks so dark. But these character portraits, the UI, like it looks sick. I dig it.
One player controls the champ on.
No, actually, hold up. So we've got, presumably this is like the burst meter or something akin to that, right? Are these confirmed summoner spells? Is that what that is? I mean, we've got super meter down here. I'm going to presume that you've got level 1s, level 3s. Maybe it goes up to 3 bars total or 5 or whatever it is. But very curious if this is actually like some sort of ignite, heal, whatever this is, or if this is like a character ability thing, but
Stage, and the other waits off screen for their teammate to find the right moment to tag them in. In our last update, we showcased some of our tag mechanics, all of which
this
were
is
designed
legit.
from the ground up to encourage teamwork.
I love that they
Sharing
did this.
Victories, defeats, performing combos together, or saving your partner in a clutch.
Combos together. That's
just some of the new ways you can experience
wait a minute.
as a duo.
Okay, so I'm sorry to keep stopping, but man, I gotta like digest some of this stuff. So the idea of doing combos together. So is it every time that the other character is on screen and taggable or is tagged into, like, are you just gonna have to immediately run with it and like carry a combo? Like, that's pretty wicked if that's the case. I mean, I can only imagine, like, you're going to have to go in and legitimately learn these combos of, like, hey, I'm going to do bop, 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 launcher, and tag into you. Be ready to carry that, you know? That's going to take some getting used to. And then the other thing that Sean just said is it sounds like the secondary character is going to actually have control of your burst, too. Which I guess makes sense from, like, a League of Legends perspective of them being, like, your support. Like, hey, they're in the background. They're not actually active right now, but they're going to be the ones that are kind of watching out for these breakers, and they can kind of still play the game a little bit more, I think, in that sense, versus just literally waiting for their turn or waiting to be tagged in. But it's going to take some getting used to say the least.
Project L will support 1v1, 2v2, and even 2v1 matchups. So
okay.
Don't worry, solo players.
You can solo queue into duos. Okay. I like that. So is it the same queue? I wonder. Oh, look at these edge drives. It's a real video game.
Whatever your setup, our systems are designed to feel fluid and rewarding for players on stage and off screen.
I can't believe the game actually exists.
Even get into a match. Before the game starts, each team can choose to customize how their champs play together with something we're calling the Fuse system.
Okay.
Fuses, you can choose between powerful synergies that change up your duo's playstyle and really allow player expression to shine. I want to talk about one fuse called 2x assist. This allows your team to throw out 2 assists back-to-back instead of just one. With each champion having 2 assists and some of them being chargeable, there is a lot to discover.
Wow.
You can always change your fuse for the next match to find out what feels right.
That's really weird.
Really excited for all the possibilities.
It's nice to see them mixing some things up though and doing some things that we haven't heard of. That's so sick. That makes me so happy. I've got a good handful of friends that I'm gonna love playing duos with.
Figuring out how to make duo plays something truly unique and special for you all to enjoy and master.
I'm sure you've got loads of questions. So
absolutely.
Because I have one more thing to tell you all. I'm thrilled to say that Project L will have a playable demo at EVO, where you can come try out the game on the show.
I suspected that this was going to happen, but holy shit, it's actually happening.
We'll have 4 champions available, no sign-up required. Whether you're attending or not.
Oh my god. We're going to play the video game, boys.
Go check out this full 2v2 match between 4 of our devs. Link in the description below.
Thank you all for watching, and see you in Las Vegas.
Okay, I know I'm supposed to be doing like the YouTuber like pog face and like losing my mind here, but I don't know what to say. Like, so I'm going to EVO. I'm going to be at EVO, and actually I'm going to Vegas about a week from today. So it's looking like I am going to be playing Project L. I can't imagine what the lines are going to be like, and I'm in Street Fighter 6's tournament, so I get to fight, 7,000 people and get O2'd really quickly. But it's happening. Hopefully this is the beginning of the ramp up. We get this. It's a public test. Like, that's crazy to me that they're actually just doing a public test. I mean, I guess that they've likely done, or we've suspected as much, that they have done some of these private tests, and that's likely what that EVO Japan banquet was, having some pros come in and test it. Not to mention that we've been hiring a bunch of people to actually play test the game who were very well versed in tag fighting games. So I think it's clear that they have tested the game quite a lot at this point. And I mean, who knows how long they've actually had it in this playable state where they've been, polishing and fine tuning everything. But the fact that they're going out swinging and it's not even like a behind closed doors, like sign up for it type of thing is pretty wild to me. It kind of makes me think that, we're finally there. Finally in that home stretch of maybe fast forward a couple months from now, we get some sort of a beta. And this game might just be out sometime next year. Maybe mid, maybe even early, or maybe late. We'll see. But all that kind of pales in comparison with the fact that I will be playing Project L, presumably in a week from now. And I cannot wait to talk more about it when I do. Wait a minute. Everybody else has already played the game? At least I get my turn next week, I guess. But I know what I'm going to do for the rest of my day, apparently. And I imagine a lot of you guys are too. So let's go ahead and get on to that. And we'll talk sometime soon. Thanks as always for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.